on the reception, she said, crack on. Yeah, it's not really, right, okay, you know, like it's not, we don't care, you know, because there's been, if you search on the internet, there's been loads of...
I think if we spoke to their head of security, they would have a problem. And I'm just explaining, obviously, at the end of the day, we all know that an airport is a critical site with regards to terrorism and things like that. Now, I'm going to ask you in a minute for proof that you're doing a documentary. I don't disbelieve you, but obviously, you could be anybody telling me this right at this stage of the conversation. Okay. And I don't know, currently, that you are. And
I've told you I am.
I know, but I haven't seen no proof of that. Okay, anybody could tell me that unless you've got evidence. You're working for a production team and what exactly you're doing. Because currently at the moment, for all I know, you could be doing hostile reconnaissance on Menzies for something else. Do you understand where I'm coming from? From my point of view,
okay, so I'm going to explain something to you.
Right, but I need to see evidence. I can't just take words, yeah? Does that make sense?
So, right.
Today's case takes us straight into the high-security world of airport perimeters, private property disputes, and a bold YouTuber who refuses to back down. What happens when personal rights collide with aviation security laws? Stay tuned, because what starts as a simple documentary shoot quickly spirals into a legal showdown where bylaws, trespassing, and police authority are all put to the test. Do you think he's exercising his rights, or crossing the line? Let's dive in.
So I'm going to put this to you, Define hostile reconnaissance to me, for one, under your terms.
Hostile is somebody going to gain information to commit...
Covertly.
Not necessarily. No.
Okay,
No, I mean, the Manchester Arena, doesn't have to be covertly.
Well, I'm going to reassure you.
Isn't it really?
Well, I've been caught now, haven't I?
This is a height alert.
If I was...
And as you walk in, it states right across the thing that this is a restricted area.
Whereabouts?
As you walk in, on Sterling Road, there's great big signs above the thing that's saying that this is a restricted area.
And for your own safety, high-vis jackets, stuff like that.
That's why I've not been anywhere.
It doesn't matter as soon as you walk in.
Okay, so that, right. I don't want to get into any confrontation or anything like this, But all I'm like, I don't have to wear high vis to be on a path.
No. Listen.
As you come in here,
you do. This is owned by Segro. This is private property.
Okay.
Their rules and their stipulations is that you have to wear safety boots and high vis jackets.
Their rules.
Yes.
Their rules.
Property.
So this is their land. Okay, so this is their land.
It's Segro's land that they lease off Heathrow Airport.
They've got like a 1,000-year lease off Heathrow Airport.
Okay, so this is Segro's land, so it's private property.
Okay.
All right. So yes, that's one of their.
So you know the next thing I'm going to tell you, don't you? If this is Segro land, and you say technically I'm trespassing.
Technically, well, you haven't got a purpose to be at the airport. That comes under the bylaws. That's something separate.
No, I've already explained to you that I've got a purpose to be here. My purpose to be here is to film Menzies. That's my purpose.
It's not working. It's not
it is a working
purpose here.
It is. It's perfectly lawful to make a documentary.
Not under the bylaws, it isn't, because you're on Heathrow Airport property.
So am I on Heathrow Airport property, or am I on Segro?
Segro, you're on both. At the end of the day, you're not a lorry driver. You have no purpose to be here. You don't work here. Your purpose. Nobody else's purpose.
Yeah, my purpose.
But you're not allowed to be.
You believe you're right. That's okay.
I know I'm right. I don't believe it.
Shall I go and get the security manager for Menzies
to be honest with you, you can do. I'm going to carry on and do whatever I am.
No, you're not. We're going to ask you to leave. Under the bylaws, we have a 24-hour rule.
I know you do.
We can ask you to eject you off the airport.
Okay.
And I'm going to ask you to do that.
You're not. You won't be taking my details for anyway.
Again, there's bylaws in place where when a constable asks you within the perimeter of Heathrow Airport Limited, you have to provide your name and address to the constable's bylaw. If you don't, you can be arrested.
I'd also know the bylaws. And I've already looked all this up before I've come. Just in case anything like this happens. So I know. I need to be committing an offence first.
No, you don't.
I do.
You don't.
Would you like me to pull them up for you?
If you want, I've got it in my bag. If you want.
Okay, well, let's have a look.
First question: what's this? Is this a tripod?
Yeah. So.
Boots. Okay.
So, but it does extend. So normally I use this one for protests, really. So when I'm at the, so I can obviously go like high above the crowds. But sometimes there's some places that's just a button to turn it on and off. So I've just actually switched it on. So I wasn't actually recording.
That's fine.
So that's why
obviously it looks a bit like our battens. But what's your name?
I'm not going to give you my name, buddy. Yeah, I don't believe I've committed any criminal offence for me to. That doesn't mean I have to give you my name.
Where's the name is? We'll show you bylaw, because it is a bylaw.
Yeah.
I've been working here for 15 years now.
So, sorry, what was your name, Miss? Constable Gardiner?
Yeah.
Yeah, and your number?
3244.
Yeah, and yourself, buddy?
PC Peck 340.
Are you based in that little corner place?
Yeah.
The little,
we're cargo unit.
Yeah, cargo unit, yeah. Yeah, so that's all that is, yeah. So I've done a documentary on the...
Right, so no person shall remain on the airport after having been requested by a constable or an airport official to leave.
If I'm committing a criminal offence?
No. A person shall request a person to leave unless that person is causing disturbance, legal family
which I'm not.
committed, or is in reasonable opinion requesting the constable about to commit an offence.
Which I'm not. None of them apply to me. Not one of them things that you said actually apply.
But you are, because you're on private property and you're not allowed to film.
Miss, you just read out the things, yeah, what it says.
Causing a disturbance.
I'm not causing a disturbance.
Well, they are, because Segura have asked you to leave and you're not doing so.
They haven't asked me to leave.
Well, I'm asking you to leave.
Well, you can't. You haven't got the power. You've got the power to ask me to leave. Yeah, I could ask you to leave.
Also, you know law about trespassing, so
yes,
Segura will come down here because they can't go in.
Yeah, okay.
Now say, right, sir, you've got no reason for being here.
Yeah.
Yes, you believe you've got a reason, but they're going to say you haven't got a reason in their eyes.
Yeah.
Please can you leave?
Yeah.
And they will ask you to leave.
Okay. So then if I refuse, yeah, which is still classed as trespassing, and it's still classed as a civil matter, yeah, until it becomes aggravated trespassing. It'll only become aggravated trespassing when obviously either a section 50 is caused or something, yeah, which is not going to happen, yeah. So it's what you're.
Person shall, if required to do so by a constable airport official, state his correct name and address and the purpose of being on this airport. So that's one.
If I'm committing a criminal offence.
No, that doesn't say that. A person shall, if requested to do so by a constable or airport official, state his correct name and address and the purpose of this being on the airport. That is under 10.1. That doesn't have to be committing an offence.
But you need to read the whole paragraph though.
I am.
You can't just take out.
Look, I'm showing you. Read it. A person.
I don't need to read this, I know.
Just point it out, it's a bylaw.
It's a bylaw.
Yeah, okay. If I'm breaking laws.
No, it doesn't say that.
Okay.
So, are you going to leave?
Once I finish what I'm doing.
I'm going to call the security manager for Menzies and see if he's got a problem with it. If he's got a problem with it, we'll be leaving.
Miss, I don't know why you're getting so angry and stuff.
She's not, but we've got that circle. She's pointing out to you.
No, it's not.
And you're not believing what we're telling you.
No, I'm not believing what you're telling me. I'm not disputing. You know, all I'm saying is I've got a legal reason to be here.
You haven't got a legal reason.
I have. I'm making a documentary.
You haven't got their permission.
I don't need their permission.
Receptionist.
I don't need their permission.
You're on private land.
Mate, so you say I'm on private land, yeah? Tell me anywhere where, one, it says no unauthorised access.
We'll show you on the signage.
Yeah. I've looked at the sign. I'll show you. I'm not going to be going, yeah? I will go when I want to go. Yeah, I'm not saying I'm going to be sleeping here and things like that. Yeah, and I don't really want to go round and round and.
I don't want to go around circles,
exactly,
and I don't want this thing to escalate.
It's not going to escalate, buddy. Yeah. All I'm saying is.
But we're not going to be directed by yourself. If we know we're right, I'm not going to listen to you telling me you're not going.
Yeah, but I'm not going to be directed by you when I don't think. Yeah, when I feel that you're infringing on my rights. Well, that's what I feel. You know, and I haven't done nothing wrong. I was talking to this guy here. Not a problem. This guy has worked here from the 90s. He was actually giving me a little bit of information about the robbery. Yeah, he was actually giving me a little bit of information. Not a problem. I spoke to them in security. I don't have to tell them what I'm doing. But I actually went to them and just said, look, just so this hostile reconnaissance thing.
You're here to make a documentary, right?
Yeah, only about the Menzies.
You're coming across very obstructive. You're not going to see your name and address.
I'm telling you to.
By law, there is. We proved it to you.
Right, first of all, he's going to get management teams to come out because he doesn't give you any permission from his.
I don't need his permission, miss.
You do.
I don't.
High security. He's just said himself they shouldn't be filming out here anyway.
Miss, I don't need his permission. Yeah, to film this building. I'm sorry, but I don't.
So if that's the case, then why did you go into the reception?
Just to tell them. Just to let them know, yeah, just so you guys don't get called, yeah, because I'm aware of what, I'm not stupid, yeah, I'm aware of how it could look, yeah, how people could perceive it. So I thought, right, okay, let me tell these people, yeah, just so they're, you know, like obviously probably have got high value stuff, etc. Well, armed robbery was there, so.
But it wasn't here actually, it was in Sandringham Road.
Oh right, okay. It wasn't in this one, no? Okay, so I'll go to Sandringham Road next then. Is it still there, is it? Oh, so okay. Alright. So you've just ruined my whole documentary now, haven't you? Yeah. So now I'll have to go to do some plane spotting, or
that's absolutely fine.
Or go to the migrant hotels or something. But No, I can't be bothered with that, to be honest. So it wasn't actually. Do you know what? I did actually think that. I thought, hold on a minute, like, because they was firing a gun in the car park, chasing somebody, and I thought this is for somebody to shoot a firearm here, there would be lot of activity, you know. So I did actually think to myself, it was a bit suspicious that somebody fired a gun and whatever.
So do you
you know?
just work for yourself then? Or
Yeah, so I work for myself. I've done a video on Brinksmat the other day for the Brinksmat robbery, but obviously that was the older building as well. I've done one on so there was 2 security guards that went into cahoots together and decided to run off with some money from the Loomis, so I looked at my documentary on that one.
and where do these documentaries go? Is it something you have somebody that makes them for you?
No, I make them myself.
And where do you put them on then?
So I use TikTok for short form content and mainly YouTube.
Okay.
So that's where obviously the more views, etc. you get, then obviously you get paid from YouTube, and that's it.
Get much from YouTube? I genuinely don't know. I'm not asking to be nosy. I genuinely don't know how much you get from YouTube.
It depends, really. Yeah.
It depends on the views or how many followers
so
or subscribers
it depends.
or something?
Subscribers, no, not really. Yeah, it depends on the views. That's it. You know, what's going to give me good views? If you try to infringe on my rights, that's going to give me good views.
Hi,
yeah.
Noel. Hi, this is Noel from.
How you doing, Noel? How you doing? You alright, buddy? Yeah.
Yeah. So this gentleman claims that he's filming for a documentary process. We've just obviously informed him that.
This is where the situation gets legally tricky. The officer is invoking airport bylaws to enforce removal, but here's the catch: trespassing on private property in the UK is generally a civil matter unless it escalates. So, is the officer correct in saying he must provide details under bylaws? Technically, yes, if he's within the airport's designated restricted zone. But look closely at this interaction. No signage, no barriers. Does that weaken their case? What do you think? Is this legitimate enforcement or overreach?
The armed robbery that happened here years and years ago wasn't even in this location, and that no Menzies are no longer in Sandringham Road. So yeah, obviously he feels that he doesn't need permission from Menzies to film your building.
You definitely need
I don't.
You do?
I don't.
Because it's
Listen, I think you should.
a regulated site.
Yeah.
It's regulated
Okay.
by the civil aviation.
Yeah.
So you cannot be filming in this area.
I think, yeah, you need to explain to him, Civil Aviation Authority, this is what he's just quoted, have no power over me filming. Yeah, they don't, you know, there's no law from Civil Aviation Authority to say I can't film, yeah, which I know this pretty much for sure, I don't even need to check. Now, legally, I can film anything I can see with my eye. Anything.
Airports are
Airports
very,
are
very
I
different.
do understand this, yeah. From Stansted, City Airport, yeah, so I do understand this, but you can still film.
Not when you're in a restricted area, which is what you're in now.
Okay, so if I went outside, yeah, to the public
If you're in a
path,
public place, like
Yeah.
you know, you can film anything and anyone.
Yeah,
You're
and
not
I
in, you're not
I
in,
believe-
this is a public place.
yeah, so this is publicly accessible,
It's private
yeah,
land.
yeah, I know, but it's publicly accessible. There's no barriers anywhere to.
No, but there's signage that says you cannot enter
Yeah,
this
but
area
signage can always
unless you're
be-
here for a reason, a lawful reason.
But signage can always be.
Filming for your YouTube
always-
channel is not a lawful
always
reason.
can be misconstrued, yeah. So if you read at this sign here, yeah, these things here refer to beyond this fence,
But
yeah.
We're going round in circles. I get what you're trying to do.
No, I know I know, yeah.
If we get if you think we're unreasonable or we're going to be reactive, whatever, then you get more views on the YouTube. Like
I just told you that.
You've been called an
I just
auditor
told
before.
No, I just told you that. You know, that's exactly.
But
I
whatever it is, we're here. We're telling you what the law is. Okay, for this area.
Yeah.
We're going to go round and round and round and round and round because you're going to keep arguing with us
Yeah.
until it's a bit more exciting for your video, basically.
No, I'm not
It is,
gonna. I'm
of
not
course it
gonna.
is.
I'm
That's
not
what you
gonna.
lot do, but
Mate, what do you mean you lot? Come on, guys. That's not very nice, is it? Yeah.
auditors.
That's
what
not
you're
very
doing.
nice, is it, mate? Yeah.
You're telling us you're making
No,
a
so
documentary.
what you're
and
trying to do
telling
is
us you've got
now-
permission to film.
So what you're? No, I never said I had
You
permission.
said you've gone and spoke to reception.
Yeah.
I didn't say I had permission.
Okay.
You said you went in.
I went in. I told them what I was doing. No
I say
problem.
the sky's blue, you're
They
saying it's
never-
red.
Oh, no, I'm not
Yeah, of course
stupid.
you are.
It's
That's what
it's
you're
not even
doing.
blue anyway. It's white. Yeah, it's cloudy. Yeah.
Okay.
But
Right, are you going to
anyway,
leave the area?
what area?
This cargo restricted area that you're in now.
What? So this place here?
Yes.
You want me to leave this
I
place?
want you to leave out
Yeah.
of here, out of Shoreham Road East, turn left and go onto the Southern Perimeter Road.
No, I'm not going to go that far. I'll go to the publicly accessible areas, yeah, where I'm legally allowed to go to.
Which is the Southern
Yeah.
Perimeter
So,
Road.
okay, so let's come to follow me, miss. Yeah.
At this point, both sides are locked in a battle of wills. The filmer insists that publicly accessible means he can stay. Police argue private land with aviation regulation gives them authority to remove him. This clash highlights a fundamental conflict in modern auditing culture. When does holding authority accountable turn into provocation? And did you notice the officer's tone shift here, from calm to visibly frustrated? That change often signals a potential turning point in confrontational encounters like this.
Mate, to be honest, I don't like the way you keep talking to me and giving me orders. You know, you are, because down there you just says to me.
I'm finally asking you to
but
leave,
down
'cause
there,
you're not allowed to be here. It's simple.
okay, I can't. You're not letting me get a word in edgeways here.
I don't want it because we keep going around in circles.
Down there, yeah, you just stereotyped me. Yeah, you said you lot. Yeah.
Auditors.
Which I'm not. Yeah. So
Okay, that's, again, we can argue that all day long.
I don't need to argue it. I know myself what I'm doing.
This is very boring now.
So, exactly. So go and get on with your job.
Fine. You can film what you want on the Southern Perimeter Road.
No, I go to here.
If you go to there,
that
we will,
car.
listen,
yeah.
if you go to there, we're going to put you in the van, we're going
won't.
to inject you to Hatton Cross.
You're gonna where?
Inject you under the 24-hour rule to Hatton Cross train station.
You're
You've got
gonna
no
put me in a
lawful
van?
reason of being in this bit.
I have.
No, we're asking
My
you.
lawful reason
Listen,
is
we're
to make a
asking you
film.
to leave of your own accord, but you're refusing to. That's the difference.
You won't be putting me to no van, and you
Right,
won't be
we'll
kidnapping
walk
me.
then to the
Yeah.
Southern Perimeter
I will
Road,
walk.
and they won't be across.
Right, so I'm going to show to you.
No, we've just told
No,
you. I
The
stop
told
Southern
it.
Perimeter
Yeah.
Road. You'll see
Listen.
the signs as you come in.
Listen, stop all this. Yeah, you need to stop all this. Yeah, it's all about interpretation. Yeah, and that's what it's all about.
Well, go to
Okay.
court and then you can interpret it with the barrister, can't you then?
No, I won't go to court. Don't be silly. I'm not going to do that, am I?
Go civil court.
My solicitor will do that for me, won't he?
Oh, well, there you go
I won't
then.
go. The police will pay out before it goes to court. They never go to court. They always offer you out of court settlement first.
Is
Always.
this why you do it then?
No,
Have you been paid before then?
maybe.
Yeah, funny that.
Come on. Right, you got it up, right?
I'm waiting for the
Well, she
constable.
doesn't have to
I'm
I'm
prove
waiting
to
for the
you.
constable. She has to prove to me. You can't just.
No.
You do. Oh yes, you
I'll
do.
prove it in the police station then.
Go on,
Tell me
then.
when you get arrested because you.
In the end, the standoff fizzles out, but the legal questions remain. Where does public access end, and private authority begin? Was this an auditor exposing overreach, or a trespasser pushing boundaries? These disputes are becoming more common across the UK, testing the balance between civil liberties and security. What's your verdict? Drop your thoughts below, hit like if you found this breakdown eye-opening, and subscribe for more real courtroom and legal face-offs because next time, we'll uncover an even bigger clash you won't believe.